Let me tell you what Rumi said, because it's one of the most powerful things you'll hear today. He said, true love isn't always sweet and perfect. Sometimes it burns. Sometimes it heals by breaking you. And to explain this, Rumi told a story, a strange story, a story with a prince, a girl, a goldsmith, and a heavenly doctor. It starts like this. A young prince was out hunting. Suddenly he sees a beautiful girl. He's so taken by her beauty that he convinces her with promises of gold to come with him. And she agrees. But then she falls sick. The prince is worried. He brings doctors, healers, every expert in the land. But Rumi said none of them could help her. Why? Because every one of them forgot to say, if God wills. Rumi said, healing without God's will is like writing on water. It disappears. So the prince turns to prayer. He begs for help. And guess what? The heavenly physician arrives. Not from any town, not from this world, but sent from above. This doctor looks at her, not just her body, but her soul. And what does he find? She's not sick with a physical illness. She's lovesick. She's in love with a goldsmith from somewhere again. That's the real cause of her suffering. Now think about this for a second. Rumi said, sometimes what looks like illness on the outside is just pain from the inside. The soul gets sick. The heart can hurt just as much as the body. So what does the prince do? He finds the goldsmith and brings him to her. Not only that, he lets them marry. And for 6 months, the girl is the happiest she's ever been. But wait, that's not the end. After 6 months, the same divine doctor gives the goldsmith a secret potion. It slowly makes him weak. His looks fade, his charm dies out. And soon, the girl falls out of love with him. She doesn't want him anymore. Now, this part is a bit shocking, right? Why would the heavenly doctor do that? Rumi said this was a divine plan. Just like when God told Abraham to sacrifice his son, or when the angel with Moses killed the young man. These are not human decisions. They come from a wisdom beyond what we see. And in the end, the girl returns to the prince. Her heart is no longer attached to the goldsmith. Her obsession is gone. She's healed. So what is Rumi trying to say? That love, real love, must go beyond physical beauty, beyond short-term desire. And sometimes pain is part of the journey to purify the heart. He doesn't stop there. Rumi goes on to talk about love in a way that breaks all logic. He says, love is the astrolabe of God's mysteries. Now what's an astrolabe? It's an ancient tool used to find direction by looking at the stars. So when Rumi says love is the astrolabe, he means love is what guides you toward the divine, toward truth, toward meaning. He said a real lover is someone whose heart is in pain, not just someone who uses fancy words. Because when you really fall in love, even your words start to feel fake. You try to explain it and then feel ashamed because love is beyond words. He even said when he tried to write about love, the pen snapped, the paper tore. That's how deep it goes. And listen to this. Only love can explain love. Not books, not speeches, not even logic. It's like trying to describe the taste of honey to someone who's never had it. You can talk for hours, but until they taste it, they'll never really know. Rumi also said, if you want to see the sun, don't look at its shadow. Look at the sun itself. That means don't look for God in shallow things. Go to the source. The material sun rises and sets, but the sun of the soul, it never sets. It's eternal. Then Rumi brings in his beloved spiritual companion, Shams of Tabriz. He says Shams was like a sun, a light that came into his life and changed everything. He says when he heard the name of Shams, even the sun in the sky bowed down. But when people asked Rumi to describe what Shams meant to him, to share the secrets he had felt, he said, I can't. Why? Because he was no longer himself. He said, I am beside myself. My reason is gone. When you've truly tasted divine love, no more words, explanations, logic, all feel useless. Someone begged Rumi, please share it, even just a little. And he replied with a warning. He said, if I reveal this too openly, you won't be able to handle it. It's like the sun coming too close. It would burn everything. Still, the person said, please, don't delay, don't say it tomorrow. The Sufi lives in the now. And that's another lesson. Rumi said the Sufi is the child of the present moment, not yesterday, not tomorrow, right now. This instant, that's where God is. That's where love is. But even then, Rumi hesitates. He says it's better to keep the secrets of the beloved hidden. Not everything should be told to strangers. But again, the person insists, it's pet, open up. We are one under the same cover of love. And finally, Rumi agrees to tell his story from the beginning. So what's the takeaway from all this? Rumi said love is not easy. It's not just romance or poetry. It's fire. It tests you. It burns away ego. It forces you to let go of everything fake. So only truth remains. Sometimes you love something that's not good for you, like the girl and the goldsmith. Sometimes what looks like kindness, like the prince letting her marry, is part of a bigger plan to help her heal. And sometimes the pain you feel is not a punishment. It's a path. It's your soul waking up. And once you truly fall in love with the divine, everything else fades. That's the message of the Masnavi. That's what Rumi said. And that's why his words, even after 800 years, still hit straight into the heart.